there and said, look, our God Dagon has delivered him, our enemy, into our hands, and we have him, we have won. When all the time this work was of the living God, of the same Lord that brought the 10 plagues upon Egypt, the 10 judgments, and led his people out of that. And in like manner, he leads each of his little elect out of the works of this world and that conditional time salvation that they push on everyone, and he leads us out in like manner by the Spirit. It's a work of the Lord. And Samson said unto the lad that held him by the hand, that wasn't in their plans, was it? Some little lad sitting there leading him along. Suffer me that I may feel the pillars whereupon the house standeth, that I may lean upon them. Now the house was full of men and women, and of the Philistines were there. And upon the roof about 3,000 men and women that beheld while Samson made sport. He was leaning upon the 2 pillars. Whoever designed that building, I'm going to go this way first. Whoever designed that building, someone designed it. And this is a natural way to think. But whoever designed it, they made this massive building. But yet, the keystone to the whole building lay in 2 pillars that were side by side, that were close enough that a man could reach them and he could pick them up. In like manner, when brought the people out of Egypt, and they had their back to the Red Sea, and on the right was the mountains, and on the left was the Egyptians. But right behind them in that Red Sea there was a bridge, and it was right under that water. And he put them pillars right there. Christ also those pillars. He took away sin, and he took away death. He did that. He took it upon him. It says, for as much as the children are partakers. Hebrews 2:14. For as much, not to be children, for as much as the children. And it starts off right here. Whoa, what does it say? It says the children of Israel. And in Hebrews 2:14 says, for as much as the children are partakers, he took upon him the likeness of sinful flesh to defeat that one. That one. And here's Samson. Now the house and Samson. And what does he do? It says, by faith. By faith, Samson done this. When the Lord gives you to pray, it's by faith. Because that which is not of faith is sin. And when he hands you, it talks about that vial over there. I think it's in Revelations. It's full. Mm-hmm. It's not overflowing. And it's not being filled up with blessings. That vial is full. And he hands them prayers. He hands them blessings to you. In like manner, here stands Samson. He's been blinded. He doesn't know that his hair is growing back. He didn't know that he had lost his strength. So he didn't know that strength had come back to him. But who does he pray to? He don't pray to Dagon. He prays to his living God, the Lord. That's who he's praying to. Said, Lord, just one more time, avenge me. One more time, avenge that they put my eyes out. That's what he's pointing to. That's what he's saying. Lord, just one more time. And it was by faith. And it was faith that was handed him by the hand of an almighty God. For the Lord said, here is a woman that is barren, and she shall have a son, and he will deliver them. And it began, and his mom and dad looked, but they did not know that this thing was of the Lord. And then they seen him there, and him being delivered, and him grinding, and he was grinding in the prison. And then they bring him out, and they're going to play sport with him. And then that lad leads him up and puts him between two pillars, and then he prays, Lord, just one more time. That's all he was praying. One more time. Remember me, I pray thee. Strengthen me. Only this once, O God, that I may at once be avenged of the Philistine. Samson took a hold of the two middle pillars upon which the house stood, and on which it was borne up, one with his right hand and one with the left. Let me die with the Philistines. He offered himself up. And you can take that right to Christ. They did not take his life. He offered it up. And he bowed himself with all his might, and the house fell upon the lords and all the people. So the dead which he slew at his death were more. Don't discount verse 31. Then his brethren. It wasn't just anybody. It wasn't just anybody went down there and got him out of there. It was his brethren. And all the house of his father came down and took him and brought him up and buried him. And in the burying place of Manoah his father, and he judged Israel 20 years.